We feel like we're going to disappoint now because we just wanted to read you guys some stories.
We want to read you some kids' stories. I was born in Germany.
I was not. That's just sharing.
That's okay.
She was born in
I
Germany.
was born in Germany. It's going well. And these are the stories that were read to me as a child. This is not a bit. These are real German stories.
With pictures.
So the whole book series is called Struwelpeter, which describes a boy who doesn't groom himself properly, so he loses all his friends. And this is the picture that depicts him. You can have that. I need this. The first one we're going to read to you in German, so you know that it's German.
She is going to read it to you in German.
Yes.
Because I'm American.
So this is Die Geschichte vom Fliegenden Robert, which is the story of flying Robert. Wenn der Regen niederbraust, wenn der Sturm das Feld erraucht, bleiben Mädchen oder Buben hübsch daheim in ihren Stuben. Robert aber dachte, nein, das muss draußen herrlich sein. Und im Felde passt er mit dem Regenschirm umher.
So Robert's walking in the rain. There's a storm. You may have that.
Wie weit der Sturm guckt, dass der Baum sie niederbeugt. Seht der Stürme, fest der Wind und der Robert fliegt der Schwind. Durch die Luft so hoch sehr weit, niemand hört ihn, wenn er schreit. An die Wolken stört er schon und der Hut fliegt auf davon.
Robert gets picked up by the wind, and no one can hear his cries, and he loses his hat. That's the most important part. Okay.
Sturm und Robert fliegen dort durch die Wolken immerfort und der Hut fliegt weit voran, so zum Himmel an. Wo der Wind ist hintergegangen, ja, das weiß kein Mensch zu sagen.
He's never to be seen again, nor is his hat.
Nope. That's our first story. The second story we'll read in English.
There's so many good stories.
This is Die Geschichte vom bösen Friedrich, or the story of Cruel Frederick.
Oh, I'm reading this one.
You're reading this one.
Here is cruel Frederick, see, a horrid, wicked boy was he. He caught the flies, poor little things, and then tore off their tiny wings. He killed the birds and broke the chairs, and threw the kitten down the stairs. What? And oh, far worse than all beside, he whipped his Mary till she cried. Right? Kids.
He's a bad guy.
Kids stories.
Yeah.
You ready for the next part? It gets better. The trout was full, and faithful Tray came out to drink one sultry day. He wagged his tail and wet his lip, when cruel Fred snatched up a whip, and whipped poor Tray till he was sore, and kicked and whipped him more and more. And this good Tray grew very red, and growled and bit him till he bled. Then you should only have been by to see how Fred did scream and cry. He's whipping a dog, for those who can't see.
But then the dog bit him, so it's okay.
So it's okay. So here's where it gets good. So Fred had gone to bed. His leg was very sore and red. The doctor came and shook his head and made a very great to-do and gave him a nasty physic, too. I don't know what that is. But good dog Tray is happy now. He has no time to say bow-wow. He seats himself in Frederick's chair and laughs to see the nice things there. The soup he swallows sup by sup and eats the pie and puddings up.
So the dog bites him and then gets to eat his food. The moral of the story is the dog's okay.
Is that, here, you can do that. The moral is if you're a jerk, a dog's gonna eat your sausage.
So that's fair. So don't go out in a storm or you'll never be seen again, and don't beat a lot of things or a dog will eat your food. Next story. This is the story of Hans Guck in der Luft, which means the story of Johnny Head in the Air. Right? Yes. So, what is this? Why is this there? So, we're just going to summarize from here on out. This is Johnny, and he always has his head in the air. He's not paying attention to where he's going. So he trips over a dog. Oh, Johnny, head in the air.
So silly.
So silly. But he didn't learn his lesson. No.
No, now.
Now he's still not looking where he's going, and he falls into some water, and the fish are like, what's up? And if you notice, he's carrying his little notebook with him, and it drops into the water.
This is the real. What's gonna happen?
Oh no, but luckily these men fish him out of the water, but he loses his red notebook.
His red notebook just floats away.
It just floats away.
No more red notebook.
Pay attention to where you're going,
Or you're gonna lose your
lose
notebook.
your notebook. That's a good moral.
That's a really good moral.
You can have this. Next story.
You want me to read it in German?
What?
What? Die Geisting mein dein schwarzen Buben.
Yep.
This is the story of the Inky Boys. I can't do this one with a straight face.
No, this is great. So the Inky Boys. The way this story starts out is there are these three boys. And they make fun of the colored boy
That's this boy at the
right
top.
here because he's darker skinned.
Germany.
Well, also, okay, for his credit, these stories were written like in the 1800s. Germany 1800s.
Wait, there's a wizard.
He's like, oh, you shouldn't be racist. So he dumps the boys into the giant ink pot. And now they're more black.
Now they all get along.
So now so they're like, oh, okay.
So the
Then
moral is if you're being a jerk, a wizard's gonna come along and make you have fun.
Yep. That's that story. You get the whole story.
This one was a really good This one is the story of the man that went out shooting.
Go ahead. It's all you.
I'm holding stuff.
Okay.
Okay, so this one, there's a man with a gun, and there's a rabbit or a hare behind him who's pretending to have a gun, because he's like, yo, Hunter, I want that gun. Guys, I was so born in America. So the rabbit knocks the hunter out and steals the gun and his glasses. What? For those of us with glasses, we know that this is a bad sign.
Okay.
I'm doing good here, right?
Well, the hunter fell asleep,
Oh,
technically.
sorry.
So it's messing up the moral of the story. If
Oh, the hunter
It's a-
fell asleep.
Ugh.
So here's the rabbit shooting the hunter. Not for real, just a joke.
Just chasing him around with a gun.
Just jokesies, hunter jokes. And now here's the rabbit really shooting the hunter into the well, where presumably he fell to his death.
Oh,
Okay.
now there's a side story where the wife of the hunter sees this, so spills hot coffee on the little hare, which is this one's child. Okay,
The moral is don't go to bed.
but here,
May I have this?
we'll use these real quick.
Okay.
So this is Soup and Casper. So Casper was a healthy, hardy young boy, and everyone loved him.
Super fat.
But then he decided, you know what? I don't want to eat my soup. And he lost some weight.
Like a lot of weight.
And then he kept being like, no soup for me. So he got thinner and thinner and died, and they put the soup on his grave. Eat your soup.
Kids. Germany is so mean. This next one is called The Story of Little Suck-a-Thumb.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
You want to tell it?
I don't remember it.
Oh, here's the story of little Suck-a-Thumb. He was told by his mother, don't suck your thumbs. But he's like, I'm not going to listen to you, Mom. I'm going to suck my thumbs. So then a wandering tailor comes by and chops off his thumbs. And then he has no thumbs left. Don't suck your thumbs.
If you have kids, it's a good lesson to teach them. Oh, this is my favorite. This is the dreadful story of Pauline and the matches. So, Pauline really wanted to play with the matches, and these cats were like, don't play with the matches! I think it was more like,
That.
and Pauline had this doll. I just like to think that the doll's important.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I agree.
I think she has importance. And so Pauline played with the matches anyway because she is a terrible child. And these cats were like, we told you not to play with the matches! And the doll's like, I'm going to go over here. Right? See, it's important. And then Pauline catches on fire because that's what happens when you play with matches. And the cats were like, we told you! Why didn't you listen to our cat talk? I listen to cat talk. And then Pauline turned into ashes, right? Because when you play with fire, you turn into ashes. And the cats cried, and the doll's gone. Where did the doll go? We don't know.
We don't know. Don't play with matches.
Don't play with matches. Cats will cry.
This is the story. This is the last one. This is the story of Fidgety Philip. Oh no! Fidgety Philip was fidgety.
Oh no!
So when he was at dinner, he pulled off the tablecloth. Ah! And dinner was ruined, and his parents were disappointed.
Oh no!
We think Fidgety Philip got off pretty easy. So if you're gonna have a flaw, be fidgety.
Don't play with matches.
Don't suck your thumbs.
Be fidgety.
Don't be racist.
Be
Be
fidgety.
fidgety.
Like, for real, don't be racist, guys, because that's not cool. That's a very important learning lesson. Be fidgety. That's it. That's it.